Yes, my daughter. What is it I can help with? Yes, my daughter. What is it I can help with? Yes, my daughter. The miasma, because the rituals would last for months. Those who've been in some cases, a few never awoke at all. Yes, my daughter. What is it I can help with? If you'll check the shelves around the balcony, I'll check around the lower level. Yes, let me take a look. Mara be praised. There is a way past the barrier to the inner sanctum. It involves a recipe for a liquid known as Vermina's torpor. Yes, the torpor grants an ability the priests of Vermina called the Dream Stride, using dreams to travel distances in the real world. Quite amazing, yes. Alchemy and the blessings of a divine, distilled down into a ingestible liquid. Sadly, I have yet to see it function in person. As a sworn priest of Mara, the elixir won't work for me. The torpor will only work for priests of Vermina, or the unaffiliated. All believe there is a laboratory in the East Wing. If we proceed there, we should be able to locate a sample. You'll be viewing the memory of another through your own eyes and with your own body. Those around you will perceive you as normal, and you will find the words you utter may not be your own. Thanks to all of these odd principles, there is quite a lot of debate as to whether this is really a dream or just the machinations of Vermina. I will watch over you as you slumber to ensure your safety. If I deduce anything is amiss, I will use my arts to bring you back. Otherwise, I am uncertain what will end your dream stride. Perhaps when Vermina's curious appetite has been filled. Now that they've been dealt with, we need to find the torpor. It should be in a small bottle, very similar to a potion. I'll begin searching up here. The torpor should be in a tall bottle with dark liquid. If you find it, bring it to me. The torpor should be in a tall bottle with dark liquid. If you find it, bring it to me. I'm relieved you discovered a bottle intact. This place looks as though it was ransacked by the orcs. So, I've taken us this far, but you need to guide us the rest of the way. Drink. Dawnstar's fate rests in that tiny bottle. The longer we wait, the more damage Vermina could be doing to those poor people. I understand your hesitation, but I promise you that it works. Let's continue. We still have much to do. Yes, my daughter. What is it I can help with?
The orcs have breached the inner sanctum, Brother Baron.
We must hold. We can't allow the skull to fall into their hands.
But no more than a handful of us remain, brother.
Then we have no choice. The miasma must be released.
The miasma? But, brother...
We have no alternative. It's the will of Vermina. And what about you, Brother Casimir? Are you prepared to serve the will of Vermina? Then it's decided. Brother Casimir, you must activate the barrier and release the miasma. Let nothing stop you. Brother Thoric, we must remain here and guard this skull with our lives if necessary.
Agreed. To the death.
Then let it be done. Farewell, my brothers.
puny weakling. Here we go! Time to end this little game.
Worked. Mara be praised. You vanished after drinking the torpor and materialized on the other side. I've never seen anything quite like it. How I envy you. I can only imagine the excitement of seeing history through the eyes of another. Sadly, I am resigned to just reading of its wonders through my research of the skull. Indeed. My reverence for Vermina's machinations should not take precedence over our mission. My apologies. The inner sanctum lies ahead, We must reach the skull and put an end to Dawnstar's troubles. Lead on, my friend. Come. We must get to the skull and destroy it.
The miasma.
What the?
Wait. Baron, Thoric, you're alive. No thanks to you, Casimir. I no longer use that name. I'm Miranda, priest of Mara. You're a traitor. You left us to die and then ran before the miasma took you. No, I was scared. I wasn't ready to sleep. Enough of your lies. I can't allow you to destroy the skull, priest of Mara. Then you leave me no choice. Time for your final...
That's your best? Huh? Yeah!
Vermina, forgive me.
I knew Varen and Thoric. They were my friends. Is this punishment for my past? Is it Mara's will to torment me so? No, you mustn't listen to them. They speak only lies and deception. Had we aided them in releasing the skull, they would use it to wreak havoc across Skyrim. They had to die. It's time. The skull must be destroyed. If you'll stand back, I'll perform the ritual granted to me by Lady Mara. First, and... Yes, my daughter. What is it I can help? Come. We must get to the skull and destroy it. I call upon you, Lady Mara. The skull hungers. It yearns for memories and leaves nightmares in its wake. Grant me the power to break through this barrier and to send the skull to the depths of oblivion.
He's deceiving you. When the ritual's complete, the skull will be free,
must get to
and
the
then
skull and destroy
Arendelle will
it.
turn on you. Quickly, kill him now. Kill him and claim the skull for your own.
Time for your final
Vermina
rest.
commands you.
What do you want? Trust like that is not freely given.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready. I assume you saw the Gildergreen? Big tree, all burnt up, in the middle of the Wind District? It's part of the Temple of Kinnareth. People want Danica to do something about it, but I don't know what they expect. Need anything else? Just let me know.
We drink to our youth, to days come and gone.
Think you can go blade to blade with me? You'd be dead in 6 seconds. The heat of the battle is the fire that forges the strongest blades. It's an old Nord proverb. That, and a true Nord never misses a chance to test her worth.
Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing. We're the children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies.
You've been talking to those companions?
This land is
Too
ours,
hot-headed, they
and we'll
cried.
see it wiped
Weak,
clean.
pathetic cowards,
The
the lot of
score
them.
that has sullied our hopes and our
It
dreams.
wasn't my fault. I told them over and over that it was an accident. They wanted me to prove my worth. So they threw me up against a young whelp of a lad, hardly old enough to grow his first chin hairs. I guess they thought a woman wasn't strong enough to hurt him. I didn't mean for him to die. Why would I want that? I just lost control. Good. Chat time's over. Want to hear a little Nord wisdom? You don't really know a woman till you had a strong drink and a fist fight with her. And why not? I could beat anyone in this city, barehanded. 100 gold says I knock your hide to the ground. Just fists. No weapons, no magic, no crying. Let's go. Come. Well,
Somebody,
well.
help!
Another maggot to
Drive that
squash beneath
snow
my
to the
boots.
ground! Come on!
That's all you got?
Someone do something! This is an ode to
Skyrim belongs to the Nords.
the Imperials. This is a local favorite. The first song.
Your kind has no place here. Ha! Like the bite of a flea. God, no.
This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors. The Imperials.
Do your worst. Is that the best you can do?
First song.
Come on, show me what you've got.
This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors. The Imperials.
I will destroy you.
This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors. Somebody! Do something! Oh, there once was a girl named Ragnar. This is a local favorite. One of the songs I've ever learned. Ragnar the Red. our youth.
Your kind has no place here.
Gone. The age of aggression is just done. We drink to our youth. Today's come and gone.
Now that's what I call a punch. You got me.
Is just about done.
You're no liar. Best fight I've had in years. There you are. If you ever need another blade at your side, just ask. Wouldn't mind seeing how you handle a few trolls.
Down. With Ogre, the killer of kings, on the day of your death we will drink and we'll sing. We're the children of Skyrim. We fight all our lives.
I'm a bard by trade. Perhaps you've heard of me. I'm a bard, trained at the Bard's College in Solitude. Wanderers like you should think about applying. There's a whole college up in Solitude where they teach the arts. Song, lute playing, poetry. I studied there myself. Had to leave over a misunderstanding with a head mistress. Well, more a misunderstanding with her husband. Carlotta put you up to this, didn't she? I'm sorry. But that fiery widow is mine. She just doesn't know it yet. Whoa, hey there. I didn't mean to make you upset. On my honor, Carlotta won't have to worry about me again. It's the leaving that's hardest, I know. This is a local favorite and one of the first songs I ever learned. Ragnar the Red.
Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from Rorikstead. And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of bold battles and gold he had made. But then he went quiet, did Ragnar the Red, when he met the shield maiden Matilda, who said, "Oh, you talk and you lie and you drink all our mead. Now I think it's high time that you lie down and bleed." And so then came clashing and slashing of steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal. And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more when his ugly head rolled around on the floor.
Don't even think. Maybe some other time I'll reveal your destiny. Tea leaves, palm reading, crystal scrying. Ooh,
I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling me into Isolda. Anyway, what do you need? Need anything else? Just let me know.
Are you sure? Oh no. They found me? I need your help, please. Come with me. I need to speak to you privately. Quickly, come with me. So, are you working with them? You think you can take me? You so much as touch me and you're going to lose fingers.
Hero named Ragnar the Red.
I mean... I'll cut you in half. So the Alakir know where... Tell me.
And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of bold battles in gold he had made. But then he went quiet, did Ragnar the Red, when he met the shield maiden Matilda, who said, "Oh, you talk and you lie and you drink all our mead. Now I think it's high time that you lie down and bleed." And so then came clashing and slashing.
I'm sorry, just don't hurt me. I know you're not one of them, but you just can't help them. You can't let them know I'm here. Please, will you help me? There's no one here I can trust. There will be. Of that, you can be assured. I am not the person that the people of Whiterun think I am. My real name is Eamon. I am a noble of House Suda in Hammerfell. The men who are looking for me, the Alakir, they are assassins in the employ of the Aldmeri Dominion. They wish to exchange my blood for gold. I need you to root them out and drive them away before they find me and drag me back to Hammerfell for an execution. They're mercenaries, only in it for the money. They're led by a man named Kamatu. Get rid of him, and the rest will scatter. I don't dare show my face, lest they recognize me, so you'll have to find out where they are. I heard one of them was just arrested trying to sneak into the city. If he's locked up in the jail, perhaps you can get it out of him. Please, I know I'm asking you to do something difficult, maybe even dangerous. I just don't know who else I can trust. You think I'd be in hiding if this was something I trusted town guards to handle? These men are ruthless, cunning, deceitful. They'll pay off whoever they can. I can't trust anyone here in Whiterun. Guards and Jarls can be bought. And the Alakir are close. I'm running out of time, so I'm choosing to trust you. I don't know for sure. I spoke out against the Aldmeri Dominion publicly. I suspect that's why these men were hired to hunt me down. Find me the moment the Alakir are taken care of.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't.
Fresh-baked loaves, still warm from the oven.
You walked among us stray gallows, not God, but as man!
What are you looking at? You have a death wish, then? If you know that name, you must know to meet him would be to meet your end. But it seems we both have needs, friend. Perhaps we can help each other out. I have dishonored my brothers by being captured, and so they have left me here. My life with the Alakir is over now, but I have no wish to die in this god's forsaken land. If I can be released from prison, I may start over. See to that, and I'll tell you what you want to know. 100 gold will secure my release. You can afford that, can't you? I suppose you'd better hope you can, if you want the information. Get the money into the hands of one of these guards, and I'll tell you what you want to know. Because I was clumsy enough to be captured. Kamatu always says, we're supposed to be the best of the best. I wasn't. Until next time.
There's been talk my guard might get nervous. A woman approaches with a weapon drawn. Disrespect the law and you disrespect me. The circle stones to the southwest, that's Sekunda's kiss. The giants hold it sacred, so tread carefully. I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee. Trouble? Done. Convince him to stay out of the city while you're at it.
If we killed the dragon once, we can do it again. With your help, of course.
What are you looking at? You buy my way out of here, and I'll tell you what you want to know. Very well. Kamatu is west of Whiterun. It's an unassuming little cave called Swindler's Den. You realize if you set foot in there, you're never coming back out? They'll kill you. But that's your problem, not mine. Guard! My fine's been paid, now set me free!
Sorry, my ears aren't so good. You say something?
What is it? Dragons?
I said my fine has been paid. Now let me out!
Right. Oh, look at that. I seem to have lost my keys. Might take me a while to find them. You just sit tight. I'll get around to it eventually.
Curse you! What are you looking at?
I worry about the other set.
One of the guards said he saw a mage appear out of thin air. Claimed it was one of those Sijic monks. Man's been hitting the skooma, I say.
You look tired, friend. The Bannered Mare has beds for rent. Guard might get nervous. I used to be disrespect the law. No lollygagging. You're that mage from the college, right? Be glad you're here in the city and not... Let me... What is it, Argoni? Gotta keep my eyes... You're the one casts those illusions. You're that one from the college. Don't think you can barter with me like one of those damned... You couldn't possibly be the Dragonborn of legend. Staying safe, I hope. Hands to yourself, sneak thief. Everything's all right? Stay out of trouble. Watch the sky. What is it? What is it? Dragons?
sure I like these Alakir warriors hiding out here. They seem like trouble. Never should have come here.
Two threes.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
What was it? You can't hide from me.
No sign of him. Never should have come here.
proven your strength, warrior. Let's avoid any more bloodshed. I think you and I have some things to talk about. I'm going to find whoever did it. I'm going to find whoever did this. Stay your hand, warrior. It's no secret why you're here, and you have proven your skill in combat. Let us talk a moment, and no one else needs to die. I think we can all profit from the situation in which we find ourselves. My men will not attack you if you will lower your weapons. She sold the city out to the Aldmeri Dominion. Were it not for her betrayal, Tanith could have held its ground in the war. The other noble houses discovered her betrayal, and she fled. They want her brought back alive. The resistance against the Dominion is alive and well in Hammerfell, and they want justice. Of course, sent by... What is it that she's calling herself these days? Shazra? Sadia? One of those, correct? Did she appeal to your sense of honor? Your greed? A more base need, perhaps? It doesn't matter. No doubt she's convinced you that she's the victim. But do you know why we pursue her? Assassins? No, nothing so crass. Sadia, as you know her, is wanted by the noble houses of Tanith for treason. We were hired to see her return to Hammerfell for her crimes. You can help us with that. And make sure no one else gets hurt. She sold the city out to the Aldmeri Dominion. Were it not for her betrayal, Tanith could have held its ground in the war. The other noble houses discovered her betrayal, and she fled. They want her brought back alive. The resistance against the Dominion is alive and well in Hammerfell, and they want justice. Hmm? What do you need? Of course. Did she appeal to your sense of honor? Your greed? A more base need, perhaps? It doesn't matter. No doubt she's convinced you that she's the victim. But do you know why we pursue her? I'd hoped we could work something out. That you would see reason. That we could avoid having to kill you. Very well then. If that's the way you want to play it, we will. Never should. Come here.
Finish this!
Any news of the Alakir? At last, I can rest safely. You have done me a great service, warrior. I cannot thank you enough. Take this reward. I managed to sneak some of my wealth out of Hammerfell when I left. It's the least I can do. For now, I will maintain my ruse here. You are always welcome in the Bannered Mare. Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both. All right, then.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I
Ripe
saying?
fruit and fresh vegetables for sale. Really? You convinced that lute player to stop chasing me? I'd thank the gods, but I'll settle for thanking you. Here's some coin for your help. You've got no idea. Half the men in Whiterun have proposed to me. Some were even single. They'll never understand. No amount of flowers or honeyed words are going to change my mind. Right now, all that matters is my daughter Mila. No man's going to get between me and my little girl. Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
Come to chat with an old woman, Do your good deed. My friend Maven and I... Have you met Maven?
I work with my mother. Sell fruits and
I
vegetables.
hope your parents
It's
are
fun,
proud
Mom.
of you.
As if
No, you
Skyrim
a
didn't
lot
have
of
enough
reason to
outsiders.
do.
Now we've got mercenaries from
Once I've
Hammerfell
made enough
strutting
money
about.
trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the Bannered Mare from Hulda. Before my ma and Da passed, I told them that one day I'd become the best trader in Skyrim. I met one of the caravan leaders, Madran. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than done.
Bits and baubles for
You'd do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future? Thank you. This should turn that old cat's gaze. Maybe I'll be able to become a caravaneer myself one day. As promised, let me show you a thing or two about bargaining. Don't want some shifty merchant giving you a raw trade.
Shiny trinkets for your good lady.
About the same as everyone else. They're the catfolk of Elsewhere. Great warriors, good traders. Way I hear it, Elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim. It's got tropical forests and dusty badlands. It sounds awful. Yeah, these Khajiit make a living traveling the roads and selling their wares. It's got to be tough. Skyrim's a hard enough land when you've got a roof over your head. Worst thing is, nobody wants them in the cities. Nobody trusts them. Reputation, mostly. A lot of Khajiit turn to smuggling and thievery to get by. A few bad apples spoil the bunch. You know how it is.
Tired of bread and stew? Had enough of fish and fowl? Treat yourself
Farewell.
to a choice cut of steak or a tender rack of ribs.
Shiny trinkets for your good lady. All crafted by the great Eorlan, Grey Mane himself.
Fresh-baked loaves.
Bits and baubles for sale, all crafted by the best blacksmith in Skyrim. Come see my collect. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them
Chops and steaks fit for a jarl.
You take care of yourself now.
The finest cut. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them. Good hunting. You should try them. Oh, yes. Hunting is my great passion. That's why my brother and I opened a shop to sell hunting supplies. It's the Drunken Huntsman down by the main gate. He tends the store, and I've got this stall. Remember, I've got the freshest meat in all of Whiterun.
What do you need, my friend? Ripe fruit. Take a look. Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
Well met, Traveler. What brings you to Whiterun? Ah, so it's gold you're after, then. You need only ask about it. Plenty of folk in Whiterun with too much fat and gold to be bothered doing anything for themselves. Aye, that I do. Half all my life. We Battleborns have been here since the beginning, along with the Greymanes. Our family's been close as kin for generations, but Ulfric Stormcloak's uprising has divided us. Now, seems we can scarce look at each other without coming to blows. Petty and foolish, that. They are saying dragons have returned to Skyrim. Now that's a real problem. Ain't sure if they're taking on new members, but you should talk to the companions. They're over in their hall, Jorvaskr. If by work, you mean testing your steel in bloody battle. Ah, the most important question of all, that one. You'll want the bannered mare. See old Hulda. She'll keep you swimming in mead. But mind the bard, Mikael. Poncy little milk drinker, that one. Man gives bards a bad name. We Nords have a long history as warrior poets. I am proud to count myself among them. But Mikael, he sings only for gold and the affections of wenches. He dishonors our traditions.
The finest cuts, fresh from the wilds.
May your sword be sharp, and your tongue sharper.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. Everything's for sale, my friend. Isn't it obvious? Why, the wonderful weather and hospitable people, of course. Not to mention my great fondness for dragons and petty political power struggles. But without a doubt, the most compelling feature of this frozen wasteland is the volley of inane questions leveled at me on a regular basis. Do come back.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. You look rather pale. Why? Because I'm a proud citizen of the Empire? Because the Stormcloaks only want Nords in Skyrim? The Stormcloaks can rot in oblivion for all I care. I've lived in this city for 20 years. 20! Come back anytime if you need a remedy. I offer remedies for ailments both common and rare. Do let me know if I can be of service. If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask. I sell cures for all. Ills, and I'll be happy to serve you.
The finest cuts, fresh from the wilds.
Bits and baubles for sale, all crafted by the best blacksmith in Skyrim.
I'm the commander of the guard here in Whiterun.
Looking for my husband, Nazim? Check the Jarl's backside. That's usually where he's
God might get nervous. A woman approaches with a weapon drawn.
Father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists.
May the gods watch over your battles. Well, in the old tales, the Dragonborn heroes would use the power of their voice to defeat the enemies of Skyrim. Wolfhearth was Dragonborn. Talos too, the founder of the Empire. Back in the good old days. In the very oldest tales. Back from when there still were dragons in Skyrim. The Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. They're the masters of the way of the voice, of shouting. They live up on top of the throat of the world. If you're really Dragonborn, they'll want to talk to you. In the old stories, they always summon the Dragonborn for training. No doubt he thought it was the only way to make his point. And also because he knew he could. If it's the war you're referring to, I'm on the side of Whiterun. No doubt General Tullius and his friends in the Empire will tell you that I owe them my loyalty. And perhaps I do. Ulfric Stormcloak would say that I owe my allegiance to the Nord people as they fight for Skyrim's independence. Perhaps this is also true. The day might come when I am forced to draw my sword for one side or the other. But that day has not come yet. With good planning and constant vigilance. Even now, my court wizard, Farengar, continues his research into ways we might drive back these terrors. We must also have ample reserves of water to combat the fires that will surely spread after an attack. But our greatest weapon? Courage. For if we cannot kill the beast, we must at least have the tenacity to drive it back. Until brave heroes step forward to destroy these monsters, that is the best we can do. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep. What is it that you need?
Make a move toward Balgrup. Balgrup and I share a battle bond. We met as youths and forged our friendship in the fires of war. When he became Jarl, I insisted on serving as his protector. He had no cause to argue. Gods, you are curious. Almost dangerously so. I am charged with protecting the Jarl from any and all threats. Powerful men have many enemies, more so in times of strife, so you can imagine the dangers. Oh yes, there have been attempts on the Jarl's life. More than one would-be assassin has met his end at the tip of my blade. Take your pick. Dragons, Stormcloak assassins, ambitious and unscrupulous nobles. Sometimes I think his own children want him dead. And those are just the physical threats. Assaults on his sanity are another matter entirely. Every day he deals with obsequious functionaries and incompetent bureaucrats. Sadly, I'm not allowed to eliminate them. Well, not yet, anyway. I've got my eyes on you.
God might get nervous. A woman of... What business do college mages have in a place like Sarthal, anyway? It's a place for Nord dead, not your weird experiments.
Divine smile on you, friend. I don't know much. Only the old tales about the ancient heroes who would use the voice to defeat the enemies of Skyrim. They say the emperors used to be dragonborn, but that all ended when Martin died during the Oblivion Crisis. The Greybeards can tell you much more than I can. They're the masters of the way of the voice, and taught Tiber Septim himself. Well, I only know what I've heard in the old tales. Shouting is an ancient form of magic, the use of one's voice to project their power. If you can shout, you need to go see the Greybeards. They'll know what to do. Ah, a student of the craft. You'll need to start by learning an enchantment. Take an enchanted weapon or piece of armor, then use the arcane enchanter to learn its secrets. The item is destroyed in the process, so be wary. Once you know an enchantment, you'll need a filled soul gem and something to enchant. You'll use the arcane enchanter for that too. Of course, I have everything you need for sale if you have the coin. Sadly, no. My work affords me few opportunities for such an adventure. Perhaps some hero will bring one to Dragon's Reach, like old Olaf one I once did. What a fascinating conversation that would be. If I said that was a tedious question, would you be smart enough to know what I meant? Probably not. As long as I'm left alone to pursue my research, I don't care who gives the orders. Now, I'm a busy man, and your pointless questions are boring me terribly. Good day. Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors? I'll put it simply so you'll understand. I advise the Jarl in matters of magic. If the Hold is faced with any threats or mysteries of a magical nature, I am called upon to explain things and suggest a course of action. Hopefully that answer will satisfy you. Good day. There's a tranquility in magic, don't you think? It is simply energy to be harnessed by those with the will and knowledge to do so.
Father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists. Father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists. Father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists.
Please keep your weapons sheathed in the Jarl's presence.
One of the new servants? Remember that I like my meat rare.
Ain't nobody high and mighty in these halls, except in the Jarl. And don't you forget...
Even as man, great Talos,
Alfred! Uncivilized pelt-wearing axe-draggers. It's a wonder they don't still live in a cave like those ancestors they keep boasting about. It's true, the Vignar Greymane and his lot are one of Whiterun's oldest and, depending on who you ask, most respected clans. I don't dispute that. But it's one thing to take pride in your lineage, and another to cling blindly to the past. What they call honor and tradition, I call ignorance. Battleborn is a name out of legend, sung in the songs of old and heard in deeds of valor for 100 generations. For Clan Battleborn they cry in the mead halls, first into the fray and last to quit their ale. We've got honor, wealth, and titles too. Aye, and buxom women to warm your bed on a cold Skyrim night. Now, if that don't answer your question, then no words will.
Worse than nothing. The Imperial machine enforces the will of the Dalmor against its own people.
Money, you laggard. What else? It always comes down to coin. The Greymanes have deep roots in Whiterun, but so do we. Difference is, we're rich. And Vignar hates it. Oh, and they hate it too. All their big talk of pride and honor. And what have they got to show for it? Beggars' rags and stale bread. We've got the same pride, same honor, and we've got wealth. No wonder they envy us.
Unassailable, to you we give praise, and deserve our praise you do, for we are one. Ere
you watch yourself out there.
And the 8 became 9. You walked
When we Greymanes, aye, we used to be fast friends, though it was long ago. We were 2 of the city's oldest and most respected clans. And we could trace our histories all the way back to Ysgramor's companions. But then Alfred got rich and decided he and his kin were too good for us simple, backwards Nord folk. When the troubles began, he took the Empire's side. We haven't spoken much since then. Oh, we've got an old saying. The Greymanes have lived in Whiterun since the first snows fell in Skyrim. Well, maybe that's not entirely true, but our clan's got a long and proud history in this old. We respect the old ways, the Nord ways, and the Greymane has worked the Skyforge since before the time of my grandfather's father. No, they used to be something. Nowadays, they just squabble amongst themselves. Take my advice and keep away. You look too smart to get caught up with this bunch. Well, when you get to be... Only let it happen. Aye, they're an old clan like ours. But they cast their lot with the Empire when the uprising began. Olfred Battleborn made his money from farming and got himself some new friends among the Empire's nobles. Now he's in the Emperor's pocket like the rest of them, with no regard for honor and tradition. I was done talking anyway.
So rise up, children of the Empire. Rise up, Stormcloak, and face the word of mighty Talos, he who is both and divine.
Oh, a good bunch of men and women who make too much a mess, if you ask me. Goodbye, dear.
If you wish to hunt, Ysgramor himself wouldn't have the patience to deal with all the rabble around here. Kodlak says not to worry. But I will. We don't just take in any milk drinker who stumbles in. Talk to Kodlak if you think you have what it takes. And outside, an order of warriors. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. My mother was a companion, and her mother, and all the women in my family back to Harati Blackblade. I stayed with my father in the woods until I was old enough for my trial. We hunted everything there was to hunt. Good training. Ma didn't live long enough to see me join, but I fight to honor her and all my shield sisters through time. All right, then.
You again. So you think you have what it takes? Huh. Lucky for you, I'm not the one who makes that decision. Talk to Kodlak. Who knows? Maybe he's in a generous mood.
We Greymanes have been feuding with the Battleborns for years. There's no more bitter enemy than an old friend. I was done talking anyway.
If you wish to hunt with me, your feet need to be quick and your eyes quicker.
I'd be dead if not for Vignar. He took me in and helped, and we've done as much as we can to prepare for that. But remember, Whiterun is home to the companions. Any dragon that comes here will get more than he's bargained for. I think. Farewell, my lady.
When the Empire... You're looking at a real warrior. At least I used to
Watch what you're doing.
I was done talking anyway.
All right, then.
What's on your mind? All right, then.
but I still hear the call. All of the blood.
We all do. It is our burden to bear. But we can overcome.
You have my brother and I, obviously. But I don't know if the rest will go along quite so easily.
Leave that to me. A stranger comes to our hall. Would you now? Here, let me have a look at you. Yes, perhaps. A certain strength of spirit.
Master, you're not truly considering accepting her.
I am nobody's master, Vilkas. And last I checked, we had some empty beds in Jorvaskr for those with a fire burning in their hearts.
Apologies. But perhaps this isn't the time. I've never even heard of this outsider.
Sometimes the famous come to us. Sometimes men and women come to us to seek their fame. It makes no difference. What matters is their heart.
And their arm.
Of course. How are you in battle, girl? That may be so. This is Vilkas. He will test your arm. Vilkas, take her out to the yard and see what she can do.
Aye. Not here. Out in the yard. Come on. The old man said to have a look at you. So, let's do this. Just have a few swings at me so I can see your form. Don't worry, I can take it. Never should have come here.
There you go!
Now that's impressive. You're mightier than you look. You might just make it. But for now, you're still a whelp to us, new blood. So you do what we tell you. Here's my sword. Go take it up to Yorland to have it sharpened. And be careful. It's probably worth more than you are.
What brings you here? I'm guessing you're the newcomer, then. Oh, don't worry too much about it. They were all whelps once. They just might not like to talk about it. And don't always just do what you're told. Nobody rules anybody in the Companions. Well, I'm not sure how they've managed it, but they have. No leader since Ysgramor. Kodlak is the Harbinger, and he's a sort of advisor for the whole group, but every man is his own, every woman her own. Not actually a companion myself, but none of them know how to work a forge properly, and I'm honored to serve them. My name is Eorlin Greymane. I work the Skyforge, best steel in all of Skyrim, all of Tamriel. I have a favor to ask. I've been working on a shield for Aela. My wife is in mourning, and I need to get back to her soon. I'd be much obliged if you could take this to Aela for me. This isn't a command, just decency. Help out an old blacksmith. I've got to get back to my work.
When the Empire surrendered to the Aldmeri Dominion, they shamed us all.
If you wish to hunt with me, your feet need to be quick and your eyes quicker. Ah, good. I've been waiting for this. Wait, I remember you. So the old man thinks you've got some heart, I guess.
You know this one? I saw her training in the yard with Vilkas.
Ah, yes. I heard you gave him quite a thrashing.
Don't let Vilkas catch you saying that.
Do you think you could handle Vilkas in a real fight? Ah, a woman who lets her actions speak for her. I knew there was something I liked about you. Here, let's have Farkas show you where you'll be resting your head.
Farkas. Did you call me?
Of course we did, Icebrain. Show this new blood where the rest of the whelps sleep.
New blood? Oh, I remember you. Come on, follow me.
Ysgramor himself wouldn't have the patience to deal with all the rabble around here.
Skjor and Aella like to tease me, but they're good people. They challenge us to be our best. Nice to have a new face around. It gets boring here sometimes. I hope we keep you. This can be a rough life. The quarters are up here. Just pick a bed and fall in it when you're tired. Tilma will keep the place clean. She always has. Alright, so here you are. Looks like the others are eager to meet you. Come to me or Aella if you're looking for work. Once you've made a bit of a name for yourself, Skjor and Vilkas might have things for you to do. Good luck. Welcome to the Companions. By the way, if you're looking for something to do, we've gotten a letter about someone needing some muscle right here in Whiterun Hold. I don't know what the fight is about, and that's not our business anyway. I just need you to go out there, look tough, and scare this milk drinker into submission. No more than that. I don't want to hear about a killing, understand? Go. Bring honor to yourself, and the Companions. By the way, if you're looking for something to do, Skjor says that I have the strength of Ysgramor, and my brother has his smarts. I've already given you a job. Now get to it. Until next time.
Some nights I dream about the mists of Sovngarde.
The latest recruit, right? Wait, is that right?
I never thought they would actually let me join the Companions. But now it looks like they're letting
I'm still trying to figure out why Skjor let you in the first place. I was the newest companion until you came along. I guess that's okay. Just means I can show you the ropes.
To rule the realm! Spirit.
You've been seen in the company of the Companions. That's an honorable path you're on.
So sick. Can hardly stand it.
Welcome, child.
Bless you, Hila.
The Gildergreen, yes. It's a bit of an eyesore at the moment. More of a problem for the pilgrims than for me. But not many of them around anymore.
The fever. My body burns.
To the east of here is a hidden grove where the Eldergleam resides. It's the oldest living thing in Skyrim. Maybe all of Tamriel. Our tree here in the city was grown from a cutting of that tree. You can still feel the glory of the mother tree through it. Even its name is an echo. I've thought about that. Trees like this never really die. They only slumber. I think if we had some of the sap from the parent tree, we could wake up its child. But even if you could get to the Eldergleam, you couldn't tap it. Not with any normal metal. If you want to help, you'll need something to cut into it first. You'll have to deal with the hag ravens. I've heard about the weapon they've made for sacrificing Spriggans. It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me, or I would have gone after it myself.
So sick. Can hardly stand it.
Your spirit is strong. Kinnereth's winds will guide your path. It's held in a hagraven nest called Orphan Rock.
God bless you, healer.
The pain is so great.
Fever. My body burns.
Yeah?
So, have you gotten Nettlebane back from those filthy hag ravens yet? It's an old tree, very old. The sap is precious.
God's
It can
blessing,
restore... Indeed. The goddess is divine. After all, it is she who brings rain to our crop. So, when the wounded soldier... As more of the sick, I wish only an end to the fighting, so that I can tend to the temple once more.
I'll bear it. Make it stop.
Need something? Need something? Rorik Stetson. What is it?
stand a chance!
You can't hide from me.
You can't hide from me. Must have scared him off. Hide from me. So, have you gotten Nettlebane back from those... Oh, Well, I honestly didn't expect you to come back. Of course I'm glad you did. Now... I don't really want to touch that thing, though. Do you think you could handle the next steps? Eldergleam Sanctuary Grove is to the east of here. You can use Nettlebane to retrieve some of its sap.
Oh, the fever. My body burns.
Hello there, friend. You come to enjoy the sights and sounds of this beautiful sanctuary? I have truly wonderful. Hey, welcome to Elder Kinneret. Humbles us with her
Amazing, that's... Praise Kin... You are in Eldergleam Sanctuary. Just a small glimpse of what beauty Kinneret has to offer. Wonderful place, isn't it? Yes, my friend. Though no one has been able to get close to her for as long as I can remember. As you can see, Eldergleam's roots are large and stretch far, blocking any path to her trunk. Though, believe it or not, there are rumors of a weapon that even Eldergleam herself would lift her roots for, more out of fear than respect. The rumors were true. I beg of you, don't harm the tree. Nothing good can come of it. You don't know what you're dealing with. There will be consequences if you harm that tree. Leave this place. You're not welcome. You don't know what you're dealing with. There will be consequences.
Hello there, friend. You come to enjoy the sights and sounds of this beautiful sanctuary? I have. Truly remarkable, isn't it?
Amazing that such... You are in Eldergleam Sanctuary. Yes, my friend. Though, as you can... Though, believe it or not, the rumors were true. I beg of you, don't harm the tree. Nothing good can come of it. No sign of it.
Welcome to Eldergleam Sanctuary, my friend.
You don't know what you're dealing with. There will be consequences if you harm us. Leave this.
Don't come any closer. I don't want Kinnereth to think I'm on your side.
You don't know what you're dealing with. There will be consequences if you harm that too. Leave this place. You're not welcome here.
What do you need?
Do you have the Eldergleam sap? Wonderful. I'll use it to repair the tree. Thank you so much for all your help.
Feel better already.
Grace of Kinnereth be with you. A fine day. You can't scare me into submission. Let's go. Come on. Let's see what you're made of. It's nothing. Your end draws near. No! Don't let her get away with this. Give up while you still can.
Don't let her get away with this!
You're tougher than you look. You got me, fair and square. Fine, I'll take care of it. Just please leave me alone.
So sick. Hard. Stand.
Skjor, some people don't think I'm smart. Kind of fun to push people around sometimes, isn't it? Good work, sister. Skjor was looking for you earlier. Don't know. He just said he needed to talk to you before you do anything else. I don't like making him angry, but there is some work for you if you want it.
Ah, there you are. There you are. I did. Your time, it seems, has come. Last week, a scholar came to us. He said he knew where we could find another fragment of Wuthrad. He seemed a fool to me, but if he's right, the honor of the Companions demand that we seek it out. This is a simple errand, but the time is right for it to be your trial. Carry yourself with honor, and you'll become a true companion. Farkas will be your shield sibling on this venture, whelp. He'll answer any questions you have. Try not to disappoint, or to get him killed.
I hope you've readied yourself. So I'm told. Let's see if you impress. Don't delay, Shield Sister.
Huh?
Looks like someone's been digging here, and recently. Tread lightly. Careful around the burial stones. I don't want to haul you back to your Vasker on back. Now look what you've gotten yourself into. No worries, just sit tight. I'll find the release. What was that?
It's time to die, dog. We knew you'd be coming. Your mistake, companion.
Which one is that?
Doesn't matter. He wears that armor, he dies.
Killing you will make for an excellence. Ori,
none of will be alive to tell it. I hope I didn't scare you. It's a blessing given to some of us. We can be like wild beasts, fearsome. Oh no, only the Circle have the beast blood. Prove your honor to be a companion. Eyes on the prey, not the horizon. We should keep moving. Still the Trogger to worry about.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone there?
Over here!
Get him! Kill him!
Prepare to die! That's your bet, huh?
What was that? Over here!
Son of a...
Huh? Time to end.
Huh?
I'll paint the snow with your blood. Right up the sleeve.
Fight! This should be good. I'm getting out of here. Get him! Kill him!
I'll show you what a... Damn!
A fight!
Found you!
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey!
Huh? Huh?
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course.
Brothers and sisters of the Circle, today we welcome a new soul into our mortal fold. This woman has endured, has challenged, and has shown her valor. Who will speak for her?
I stand witness to the courage of the soul before us.
Would you raise your shield in her defense?
I would stand at her back, that the world might never overtake us.
And would you raise your sword in her honor?
It stands ready to meet the blood of her foes.
And would you raise a mug in her name?
I would lead the song of triumph as our mead hall reveled in her stories.
Then the judgment of this circle is complete. Her heart beats with fury and courage that have united the companions since the days of the distant green summers. Let it beat with ours, that the mountains may echo and our enemies may tremble at the call.
It shall be so. Come
Well,
to me with
girl,
questions.
you're one of us now.
I know our history
I trust
almost
you
as
won't
well as
disappoint.
Vignar by now. And I can remember it.
I see you've been allowed to know some secrets before your appointed time. No matter. Yes, it's true. Not every companion, though. Only members of the Circle all share the blood of the beast. Some take to it more than others. Well, I grow old. My mind turns towards the horizon, to Sovngarde. I worry that Shor won't call an animal to glory as he would a true Nord warrior. Living as beasts draws our souls closer to the Daedric Lord Hircine. Some may prefer an eternity in his hunting grounds, but I crave the fellowship of Sovngarde. Yes, but it's no easy matter. But you don't need to share the worries of an old warrior. This day is to rejoice in your bravery. And speak to Yorland if you want a better weapon than whatever that is. Some nights I dream about the mists of Sovngarde.
I was the newest companion until you came along. I guess that's
I've heard
okay.
you.
Just
The
means I
Jarl
can
of.
show you the
It
ropes.
seems that Predator. Someone's got to head out there and take care of the beast. I knew we could count on you.
You still need
Get
to
it
prove
taken care
yourself,
of right
Will.
away. Nobody wants an animal left roaming around in their place.
Where my bread is long winter. I breathe now in royal